Uh-oh. Are we live?
Be quiet.
Hey, Ash.
Hey, Auntie!
Oh, my. I got the serenade on 12/31/23. Hey, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. We have some special people in the room all up in this place. Can you special folk introduce yourself, starting with the gentleman whose first name begins with P, and tell us how and why you're here.
Hey everybody, my name is Paul. I am Ashley's brother. I guess I'm here for the special edition podcast that Ash and Auntie put together. So I'll be here tonight.
Ashley, any special words?
He trying to be all cool. He was begging to get up on here.
Lies.
He's
Lies.
all professional. He's
Right.
Okay, well, welcome, Paul. I am so excited about tonight. And for all of you out there who believe in the new calendar year turnover, happy New Year's Eve. Now, I'm going to turn it over to Ash after this last gentleman introduces himself. The gentleman right below me, and I don't know how it's showing up on the screen, but on my screen, you're below me. Don't that sound like a big sister? On my screen, you beneath me. The gentleman whose name begins with a D. Can you please introduce yourself and tell us why you're here?
My name is Daniel, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. And I am the brother of Auntie. Wait a minute, that sounds kind of creepy. Auntie.
In our family, that's about right, though.
It's accepted over there, though. You know, this is about right. You know, Auntie, brother, sister.
Brother,
Uh-oh. Don't y'all get to telling no family secrets.
We're not gonna dig too deep, but just an FYI, he is my brother and my cousin.
Yeah.
And we're gonna leave it right there.
Sister cuz.
Hey, brother.
Hey, cuz.
This fool said, hey, cuz. We're starting already. So, Ash.
Guess what, Daniel?
Yeah.
It ain't none of that because my daddy made sure that he had separate baby mamas for each child. Literally.
Woo! Wow, yowzers.
Yeah.
Sounds about right. Mm-hmm. Okay, guys. So tonight we are. This is a special edition, and who knows? They might be repeat. Guests. I couldn't get that word out. They might be repeat guests, but Ash and I on our, I don't know, Ash, was it our last episode? And my brother was all up and through the comments.
Oh yeah, he
cutting
was.
the fuss, cutting the rug.
We was gonna get canceled. Yes.
Yeah. And we were like, we should bring him on the show. And Ash like, yeah, bring my brother too. I'm like, yes, we can make it. So for New Year's Eve, if you guys don't have anything to do, we are happy to invest this time with you. And it's a free-for-all. So we don't really have. Ashley sent me a video. Ashley, you want to bring them up to speed on the video? And I sent it to my brother. Did you send it to your brother?
I didn't, but he's gonna be ready.
Girl,
he's been ready.
This girl.
You're gonna enjoy this.
So look, hold on.
What'd you say, Donnell?
So on this particular episode, if y'all hear anybody in the back, y'all already know. It's my auntie keeps telling me, y'all need to put Jace on the show. Hey,
seriously,
Auntie Ash and Jace.
He needs a segment.
So he does. So here we go. On this particular clip, is Shannon? Is it Shannon Brook?
Shannon somebody. Shannon Sharp. Yeah. Okay.
I was about to call him the basketball player. Him and Kurt Franklin, and they're talking about relationships and where you should take women on a first date, and basically what the power dynamic should look like, right? When a man is taking care of the household traditionally. So it's just like it's like a smorgasbord, right? Of what a first date would look like, what marriage can look like, right? And I'm proud of Uncle Kirk, but you wanna play the clip?
Oh, you want me to play the clip? Can we play the clip? I'm still learning. Can we? Who's the podcast expert? How we got a podcast? We don't even know.
So can we play the? Okay, so let's be real specific. Shannon was saying, they went to that whole thing of the Cheesecake Factory. Paul couldn't wait to talk about this. Remember when the dude took old girl to the Cheesecake Factory? Exactly. So he brought that up.
So,
And not just that, but Uncle Kirk was basically saying there's nothing wrong with asking a woman where he's never done it. There's nothing wrong with asking a woman where she wants to go. And if it's somewhere expensive, it's okay to explain to her, like, hey, I'm gonna take you here this one time, but this is not an all the time thing because my pockets is they not really pocketed. Shannon thing was like, hey girl, I ain't got it from the beginning. I'm taking you to Chili's at Applebee's. So that was the first part of it. So
mhm.
how Donnell and Paul, how do y'all feel? Whose side are you taking? Are you taking Uncle
So let
Shannon?
me chime in. Let me chime in as auntie here. So as an auntie, let me just give y'all a breakdown. First of all, welcome to the guest. If you're out there, share this. This was going to be some spicy talk. And that's one of Ashley's favorite words. It's spicy.
It's
So this is going to be a little spicy.
Oh yeah,
But
that's how it went.
But thank y'all for being here. Feel free to comment, chime in. Winter, I hope you're here. You said it says waiting. I hope we're live. But for the sake of reference, Paul is single. Is that correct, Paul?
Yes, Paul is
That's
single.
correct.
Okay. Paul is single. Donnell is married.
Yes.
And Ash and I are married. So you'll know
Yes.
the perspectives. And then I'm auntie. So I think I'm the eldest in the room. And then you have different generations up in here. So
Yes.
we'd like to hear from the men because it seems
Right.
we're always talking.
We are. Come on. Who wants to go first? Rock, paper, scissors.
So,
No,
fellas, what do you think about the first date? Let's call it the first date. Let's narrow this down. Not someone you've been with and you want to treat her. The first date. Do you believe in 50-50? Number one, it's a part 1 and 1A, 1B. First of all, do you believe in going Dutch 50-50 on that first date out? Second, is it okay? Do you subscribe to the woman selecting the restaurant or being selective on the restaurant you're taking her to?
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Paul. Donnell. Donnell, let's hear from the single man first.
Yes.
Okay. I just got one question before Paul go. I'm sorry, bro.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
How long y'all plan on having this show, and what can I not say on here?
What can you not say? We're not trying to get canceled.
We're
not. We're going to. Well, how long? I mean, we're going to be here as long as it takes. An hour.
Okay.
Yeah. So go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm stepping back. Go ahead, Paul. Go ahead.
Okay.
Paul.
Okay. So part A, you asked, do we believe in going Dutch? I don't. I pay for everything. Unless we're together, then she wants to treat me, that's different. But as far as her being selective on the first date, no, you don't get a choice in that. No, not with me. You don't. I'm taking you where I want to take you. It's more than likely going to be unless we had a friendship before. Unless we had a friendship before that, then no. I'm more than likely what I do now. I take you on a brunch date. That way is like a minimal cost. I'm not spending a bunch of money on a woman I don't know. You're not gonna get that. If you don't like it, then we're not compatible. Point blank. I look at a woman as an investment. I add a little bit more money every time I see you add value to my life.
Oh.
So if I see you, she's gonna add some value to my life, so I'm putting some more money in. I've been, if what Ashley didn't tell you, I've been engaged before. So, it kind of climbs, it's a gradual investment on that. So and then if I take you on a coffee or tea date or a brunch date, we can talk and converse. There's no pretense. Everybody's not dressing up. Everybody's not trying to put I want to see you. I want you to see me, what I'm like. So that's the way I look at that.
Can you tell that's my brother?
I love it. You know I love it. So no Dutch over up in here and through here these streets, and you don't get a choice, sister. So for any of you single,
I want to hear
Uncle
Donnell, what you got to say?
Uncle D, what's going on?
First.
Oh boy, is that non-alcoholic? We need to be careful.
Okay.
Okay, come on, Donnell. What
I
you think?
totally agree with Paul. I totally agree with him. First of all, I don't do the 50-50 thing. No, not unless it's down the line. Like, hell, me and the wife been married, 14 years, and I still don't like for her to pay for stuff half the time. So, as far as her new date getting to select where we going, no way. You going where I want to go. You're lucky if we don't. That they lucky that the dollar show not still open.
Oh, oh, oh,
Them
clutching my
nachos-
invisible pearls. You trying to take a
nachos
whole
up in
woman
the
out to a
show,
dollar
you
show.
good.
Oh my.
And let me add, there's nothing wrong with the Cheesecake Factory.
I'm trying
Nothing.
I'm trying
There,
to.
I agree. I'm just trying to be, I'm trying to give you guys the floor for a little bit. So Donnell, Paul says no 50-50. He doesn't believe in Dutch, but you're not choosing where you're going. But there's nothing wrong with the Cheesecake Factory. That's the caveat. Donnell said, definitely don't believe in Dutch. He and his wife have been married for 14 years. And you better be happy that dollar show is canceled. Because he'll be taking you up in there to watch Looney Tunes movie or something.
Original
And you
Star
better be happy, be glad to be in his presence. Oh, wait,
Star Wars.
wait, did something just pop up? That just brought me to the thought of being glad you're in his presence. Do you gentlemen think that you're the prize?
Indeed, I do.
Oh,
Wow.
Sookie.
Try to tell you I'm one of a kind. Once I'm gone, you'll never find another like me.
Praise the baby Jesus and all his disciples.
Well,
What is in that glass?
for real. My man said he the prize. So, Paul, do you feel like you the prize?
No, I feel like I am a possible asset to your life, and I feel that you should be the same. If you're not, yeah, I mean, you know me. If it ain't working, I'll cut it off. I'll cut it off real quick. So if I don't see value, snip.
So your trigger finger is swift.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, he's swift on the trigger. Got it. I don't blame you. No need to waste time.
So
Okay,
I got a question.
Ash, go ahead.
So, what was where did Uncle first take you on the first date?
Say it again.
I'm talking.
You talking to me?
Yes.
Girl, I'm trying to think back. It's hard enough for me to remember our anniversary because he remembers more than I do. I'm really trying to remember. It might have been someplace, because here's the thing. It was probably like someplace really inexpensive. I am the woman, and I think I've shared this before. I am the woman, the person who, first of all, before we go on a date, we're doing a whole lot of processing on the phone. I don't believe in that. I just met you. We on a date tomorrow.
Exactly.
I think there should be some investing. You talk about investment, Paul. I think, because I don't like to say spend. If you go back to the beginning of our video, I said something about investing time with you. I believe that my presence is an investment. My time is an investment. And I believe that about other people. And I believe that as we're on the phone, we get to know each other. So ladies, I just got a few tricks for y'all. Y'all be out here sometimes thirsty, and I get it, especially Black women. I get y'all.
Stop, friends.
No, we got to talk about it. We here, boo. I get it. Y'all looking at the numbers. We outnumber them, and then so you become a little desperate, a little thirsty. I get it, whatever. But here's the thing. Going back to something Paul said, quick with the trigger finger, like he's like, I'm quick to cut it off. You don't have time like that, especially as a woman. And if you want to go through the childbearing years and all that, you don't have time to be starting with Peter and investing all his time in him 3 months, and then 6 months with Paul, and then 7 months with whoever, John and James and Donnell's, and you don't have time like that. So why not invest the time on the front end? One of the things that I used to do, we'd be on the phone for a long time. Like, I mean, 6-hour conversation.
Hold on, Auntie. The folks don't like to be on the phone no more. They like to text all day.
Which is why a lot of how you gonna feel and hear a person's energy and what they're doing in their environment, how they respond to their environment, how they respond to you. Do they sound irritated? Are they sounding like, man, she asking too many questions? You can hear that, but you can't always read that in a text. And another thing I used to do, I asked the same questions over and over again in different ways.
Yes.
So what I'm doing is I'm taking an account of how you answered that same question last week. And we haven't even gone on a date yet. We've invested a lot of time on the phone, hours and
Exactly.
hours and hours, and you don't even realize this girl keep asking me the same thing over because it's formed and fashioned and
Exactly.
tied in a different way. Yeah, so I was such a, what do you think about this? And then next week, oh yeah, what? And if you start and I'm getting different answers, I'm like, bruh, bye.
Exactly.
Talk about quick with the trigger finger. I will cut you off before you get the first date.
Exactly.
You know that asking the same question, some of us guys listen for that type of stuff. And, you know, I had a girl do that to me and I asked her, I said, you know, I told her, I said, you're asking me the same question over and over again. Are you not understanding what I'm saying? And she got mad.
You a little spicy. See,
That's my dude over there.
wait, but here's the thing. I'm not going to make it obvious like that. You don't even know I'm doing it. And there's a reason for that because a person, and then these days, you don't tell a man what you want and what you're looking for. Because then what happens, you give him the blueprint and then and that's the same, that goes for women too.
Exactly.
Men, stop telling women what you want. Observe, ask questions. When she's asking, what are you looking for? I'll know it when I see it. And just keep talking because people will stand up and put on the face of whatever you want until they get you. Exactly. And that's not everybody because there are some people out here who are genuinely looking for their life partner. But learn a few strategies before you diving in to have that first meetup.
That's true.
We're just anxious. I met him yesterday. We're going on a date tonight.
Yes. But this is the sad part. I've always been that girl who was like cool with her boy cousins and then had a ton of guy friends, even when I was in grammar school, right? Mm-hmm. And then my brother came along and it was like, why y'all embarrassing y'all like that, friends? Like, stop.
Desperate.
So when my husband met me, he was like, you's a real nigga. Excuse my language. You's a real N-word. And I'm like,
girl, it's too late. You already said it.
Because the truth of the matter was, honestly, y'all, you gotta be a little hard in the beginning. Don't be a lot of hard. Just a little. You can't, and when I say hard, I mean,
you lost me, right?
No, I don't care. You gotta have a little poker face, just a tinge. And what I mean by that is this: when me and my husband first started talking, I wasn't going straight in like, let's be in a relationship. Mm-hmm. Let's so and so. It started off with, let's talk. Oh, you talking to other people? Me too. You know, like it wasn't a thing of like, I can do it better than you. It was a thing of, I want to take this as slow as I want to take it. You don't get a chance to set the pace of how fast we going, how slow we going. I'm going to go just like this. Another thing, I would rather a man take me somewhere that is a little bit less expensive because people tend to be themselves.
Uh-huh. More casual environment.
In a more casual environment. So my husband took me to like Giordano's my first date. But listen, he was going to take me to go get sushi because I wanted sushi that whole week. But then that womanly thing came that week. And I was like, oh, I really want pizza. Guess what he did? He took me to Giordano's instead of taking me to go get sushi. But guess what? That was fine with me because guess what? He was listening to what I wanted, right? Versus, and on top of that, I don't know. I'm not a hard woman to please. I'm a very realistic woman. And my brother always tell me, like, you and your friends, y'all not the average people that we out here dating, right? I'm a very realistic woman. It doesn't take much to make me excited and happy, right? Do I like expensive stuff? Yes. But I'd rather get that myself. You give me all the millions of easy things. But I don't like super expensive things in the beginning because guess what? I don't know you and you don't know me.
And when you put that type of messaging out there that, well, in order for you to get with me, you got to pay this much. are you telling that man, is the message that you're conveying is that you're for sale?
Exactly.
As opposed to, I'm trying to get to know someone. You can get to know someone walking through the park.
And that was another thing I was going to say. You can get to know somebody by going to the park, by going to a little quaint coffee shop. You know, like there are ways for you to get to know a person without you rolling up to Gibson's the first date.
And really asking yourself, are you looking for a benefactor or a partner?
Yes.
Because the whole concept, I think social media is amazing. Social media is great. My brother, when we have another show, we will talk about that. He actually found me on Facebook. Through Facebook.
I found him on Facebook too.
Girl, stop. We're gonna have to both gonna have to come back then so we can share those stories. But social media is amazing, but I think the whole concept of the highlight reel has gotten people tripped up. You know, everybody's showing the best parts and going and renting these spaces to pretend they live there and all these things to look like they're living these high lives. And then when you reach and meet an everyday man, you're like, oh no, well, he's got to have this and he's got to have that. Unrealistic expectations. So let's go into the second
part.
Yeah,
so the second part was about Shannon Sharp asking Kurt Franklin the question, is he a more traditional man? You know, like he pays for everything, blah, blah. And Kurt Franklin's, his answer was that yes, he believes in paying for everything. And so Shannon Sharp was like, well, if you pay for everything, that means you making all the decisions. Kurt Franklin's biggest thing was like, no, that's not true. Even though I'm a traditional man, I still see my woman as an equal partner, right? Because there are things that a woman, you know, knows, wisdom that she has that I need as a man. And when I put our marriage in the box of I'm making all of the decisions, I'm arriving at ego, I'm arriving at selfishness,
control,
all of those things.
So the question for the men, do you believe in partnership or possession? This woman is a possession of mine. I make the money. And even if I don't make the money, I'm the head of the house. So I make the decisions. That's possession. Or partnership, someone to grow and invest and build with.
Okay, I guess I
Donnell first. Come on with that.
Yeah, I believe in the partnership thing. I don't want all that pressure of running. It's too much.
Tell the truth.
I'm the man of the house. Don't get me wrong. I'm the man of the house. I bring 85-90% of the money into the house. And I take the money and hand it right over. Baby, you take care of this. It's a partnership. Don't get me wrong.
Pooh.
I done found me a new uncle. Go, uncle.
And like Paul, I got a quick trigger finger when it comes to shopping. And sometimes I want to go buy something. And then she'll come in. I don't think you need to buy that right now. It's like, oh, you know what? You got a point. You got a point. I got to listen to her. You know, yes, she's more than an asset. She's up there right with me. Yes, I get this last say so in a lot of stuff. But anything she says, it definitely gets taken in consideration. I definitely funnel it. And then sometimes I sneak and go buy the shoes when she ain't there.
It's better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Exactly. I got it. I can't take it back.
Period.
I love that. Thanks, Donnell. So, Paul, what do you think? Possession or partnership?
I mean, partnership. I'm not your father. I'm not there to order you around. I do believe I am a traditional man.
So wait, Paul. Wait, what does that mean? Define that for us.
Okay, okay, traditional. I believe it's God, man, woman. That's what I believe. So I do believe I'm the head of a household. But with that being said, it is my job to protect, provide, and to make sure everyone is okay in my household. But that doesn't mean I'm a tyrant either. So as far as making all the money, I make a decent living. Now, if I can pay for everything and provide the lifestyle that everybody's comfortable with, I'm good with that. And but don't complain about what I'm providing if you don't want to work, because I don't think any woman wants to have to work. She doesn't want to have to work.
Hey man, wait. Say that again, please.
I don't think any woman wants to have to work. I think there are some
That's
women who
right.
enjoy working.
Amen.
Now if you need to work for us to maintain that lifestyle, you need to pack your lunch, get your work clothes together, and get out
Yes.
there.
Yes.
That's
So,
right.
but I think that as Donnell said, he's the man of his house. Seems like sometimes he gets the last say so, but I do value the input because nobody's right 100% of the time. Nobody's right
Exactly.
probably 50% of the time. So yeah, I think partnership is good.
And so I want to ask Donnell just a follow-up question to that, because I've heard both of you. I had Paul expound on what his definition of the traditional man. Donnell, what does being the head of household mean? Can you explain that? Because often we hear men say that, and it's like, what that mean? Like, does that mean, girl, because I said so, you better, what exactly does that mean? No
What does
means
it mean?
no.
Right.
I am here as like Paul just said, scriptural wise, there's God, there's the man, then there's the wife.
But what does that mean?
I protect, I provide, and do all the other little nasty details that need to be taken care of around the house, and make sure everybody's good in the household. Everybody's well taken care of in the household. Not running around here with a whip. I'm not hollering. I don't have people on eggshells. No, it's just provide and protect. Provide.
I love it. I love it. So, Ashley, I don't know if you wanted to go into the whole open marriage conversation, but before you do, if you do, that was part of the conversation in the Kirk and Shannon thing. But I want to ask, because when people finish watching this, I don't want them to have any questions about what standard men, traditional men are looking for. They can't speak for everyone. They're not everyone. But they can speak for, it's a general conversation.
Exactly.
So now we have defined what a traditional man is and what head of household is.
Ooh,
The head being the head is.
spicy.
We've defined that. What is it that a man, a balanced, mentally healthy, emotionally secure, and balanced man, what is he looking for? What is the role of that woman? If it's God, man, woman, what is she supposed to be doing? And this is with or without children, because not all women can have children or want children. So what is it? We've defined your roles. We're clear. What is it that you are looking for? What is it that you expect? Donnell, you answered the expectation because you already have it. And Paul, what are you looking for?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Either
first,
one.
let Donnell go because he already has it. I want to hear what made him marry his wife.
Okay,
So,
Donnell.
Now wait.
Here comes this.
It's a no, because he already talked. It's your turn, friend.
I want to hear, because he's successful.
No.
I want to hear the 14
but
years.
But listen. You still got to answer the question. He'll come after you and
I'm trying to get some knowledge.
Are you older?
No, I'm not the oldest. I'm the youngest.
Oh, wow.
However, it's your turn to answer.
What I'm looking for, me and my sister talk about this all the time. I'm probably going to get a lot of nasty emails or messages because of this.
They're going to be okay. Because I will fight. I will fight for you.
I'm not saying all. I promise you, I'm not saying all. Well, I'm going to tell you what I'm looking for, but then I'm going to leave this. Okay. What I'm looking for first. What I'm looking for first is a woman who has a connection with God.
Yes.
That's essential.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as far as you want,
you need to get a little bit more detail.
So let me define.
No.
Let me be specific. I want to be specific because I'm not trying to set a trap for him.
Okay.
I don't want any weird sound bites coming out of this and people like, he said. So when we talk about the head of the household and being a traditional man, when you're thinking and you're presenting yourself as a traditional man, you automatically have expectations from the woman you're looking for. Right. So what is a traditional woman for you? What does that look like?
But that's not what I was talking about. So when
you're talking about the relationship with God,
that
I know.
Part, because connection
that's
with God
broad.
For everybody.
Okay,
I need to be specific, sir.
Okay, so for me, well, I'm a Christian. I'm a minister. I'm in divinity school. I'm probably going to be a pastor more than likely. So I need someone who would go along with that, because that's a lot of responsibility. That's a different type of life. I can't, I don't expect everyone to go along with that. So that's a big part of my life, a huge part of my life. But as far as a traditional woman goes, I mean, I kind of look at, what we see in well, I don't want to bring in the Bible into our discussion because this is not what we're going to do. But a traditional woman, you give her something and she makes it better. You give her a seed, she produces a baby. You give her some
Exactly.
food, she makes a meal. You give her a house, she makes a home. You can trust her with your money, and you go back to your account. It is grown. She's grown it, so she kind of creates life. She creates another degree of life within your own life in a sense. So she, like I said, she adds value to me. If I'm making the money, if she decides she doesn't want to work, I can step outside the house and have no worries, that hey, this household's gonna be all right when I get home. Kids gonna be happy. Of course, raising kids is a job within itself. That's a job within itself. And Ashley knows I'm a very domesticated man. I cook, I clean, I wash, bake cakes, all of that stuff. So I'm one of
Y'all
those,
hear
I
that,
guess,
ladies?
Yeah,
those new type of men
that's my
that
brother.
does that.
Wait, can we let that breathe for a second?
Bake cakes.
Bake cakes and cooking and cleaning. Can y'all?
And hold on, and the cakes be moist and good, friends. So
We need a pregnant pause right there.
my.
So I do all of that, but and I look for respect. Respect me. Yeah, I don't think that a woman should bring drama to a man's life. But there's this one thing that I have noticed because one of my friends recently convinced me to join. Well, it's not just on the dating app; it's everywhere. There seems to be a lack of accountability that I'm finding amongst some, not all, amongst some of the women, the ones that I've talked to, as in all your bad relationships was the man's fault. So you mean to tell me the last 5 relationships you were in, you didn't have nothing to do with it? It was all the man? It's the same story over and over again? Um, and it's like, you're always the I ain't gonna say victim because there are no victims out here. I don't want
But
to make
you're
it. I don't want to
always
use that
the
word.
innocent one.
You're
Yeah,
always the
you
innocent
never
one.
did
So
nothing.
you telling me I was engaged at one point. The relationship went bad. I've took part in it too because I'm a tough man. I can be a very tough man when I want to be. When you get me ticked off, you got problems because I'm a very patient person in some respects. But once you cross that line, it's like, okay, so I feel like you're attacking me now. So now you want to fight, so I'm gonna give you a fight. So yeah, it's like there's a lack of ownership, and I think that's one of the things I don't like about social media because it's
Yeah.
pushing this divide between men and women to me, especially black men and women, and
Yes.
people are buying into it, and there
Yes.
are people on social media who have no experience in these areas. Everybody has a voice. They'll have a platform, and people are stupid enough to listen to them. Like, are you serious? They don't have any kids. They don't run a household. They're not married, but they're giving you advice and you're listening to them. And so now people are listening to this trash and they're bringing it back into real life. And so people like me have to deal with this.
And so, Paul, I want to just chime in a little bit with something you said. You said women and accountability, and then you tied in social media. I think that is an epidemic on both sides. I think that's men
Yes.
and women. I think it is. People just don't want to own their stuff because it will require self-reflection.
Yes.
And once you have the self-reflection, now it's on you to own it and do something about it. So now there's a responsibility of accountability. And now what are you going to do about it? So I would prefer to walk past that mirror real fast so I don't have to see that big old pimple on my face than to address it, treat it, do maybe change my eating, whatever I need to do to fix it. I would prefer to just shift it on somebody else. So I think that's to your point. I think that goes both ways, men and women, because Ashley and I know
course.
I'll speak for
Baby.
me.
I only date women, so I don't know about what's going on.
I'm just doing that for the audience.
No. But what I'm saying, yes, because
Mhm.
there are definitely some men that lack accountability as well. It's not just women. But I think this is the thing. I think that sometimes we talk about the men a little bit more than the women. So yeah.
I
But
think
anyway.
that's the social media thing.
That's what I was going to say. I think it's a social media thing, honestly.
Women have more platforms than men most of the time on social media.
But I think it's on both sides. I definitely agree.
But that's what I'm saying. So
thank you, Paul. I appreciate that. Go ahead.
But yeah, no, that's all. I mean, I think I covered everything traditional woman, and then my last kind of, I don't want to say taboo point, but the lack of accountability that I'm seeing. I met one woman on a. Oh, she might be watching.
SpaghettiOs. Hold on, he got a story.
I'm scared.
No, we gonna pass by because she might be watching. I just broke up.
We don't care. No,
so I just broke it off with her.
Possible, live peaceably amongst all men. If it be we want to live peaceably. We're not trying to stop stuff later on down the line.
But I'm also gonna say, before Uncle responds, I'm gonna also say, Paul tells me like these stories. The women are not being themselves in the dating space. Like when he tells me the stories, it's just weird things that you're just like, ma'am, that's not real life. It's just not reality.
And I would have to agree. I watched this. Don't judge me, okay? All right? I'm just going to be honest and upfront. I don't know if y'all heard of Kendra. Kendra, she used to be in Chicago. Radio. She's got a whole singles app, and I am thoroughly entertained with her single show. I sit back listening to these people and their expectations, and of course, it's female centric because it's the ratio, right? The more Black women available, so it's a lot of Black women. She tries to get men on there, whatever. But the things I hear these women say, I'm like, girl, which dream was this? Was this last week's dream? Or, I mean, can we be a little realistic for regular? Not everybody is a multimillionaire, but see, that's part. We're going to have another show. Donnell, I'm sorry. I was about to get long-winded. Yeah. Donnell, your answer, because I was about to go down the rabbit hole.
Traditional wife, the traditional woman. That's where we at?
Yes.
Okay.
And Paul asked what in the beginning when he was trying to defer to you. He asked, "What drew you to your wife?"
God, and even though it was the fact that I was like on two sides of the fence at the same time, just straddling the fence as far as God, and I saw it more in her, and then it kind of drew me near it. So the fact that men will call nagging. But in the actuality, it was her parent. So the things that I would consider her nagging about, it was the fact that she cared about me. So she would stay on me about certain things to make me a better man. And then to be able to see, because we didn't get married until after our first child together. But maybe 2 or 3 years old. I can't remember exactly. Yeah, 3 years. And I just saw how she was fully equipped to take care of my daughter like that at that time, and it was just like, this woman is ready. She's making a home before we even have a home. She's making the home. So I those the three things: God, the caring / nagging, and
you know my feelings on that nagging word, right?
Yeah, and it drives her crazy too. It drives her.
You know what? Let me just give. This is a gift for you men out here listening. This is my freebie because I love you guys so much. I honor you. Nagging is a term that is used to control and manipulate women. That is not a term for most women. Now, there's some women out here, of course, who will complain, but there are some men out here like that too, or men who will clam up and won't say anything, but the next thing you know, he's cheating on you because he's gone silent, right? And back in the day, that used to be the man who would go out for bread and wouldn't come back home because he just wouldn't say anything. He wouldn't complain at all, but you thought life was great. And then, Papa was a Rolling Stone. He left for milk, and I haven't seen him. That was 1968. I mean, it's okay to understand or communicate with the woman, hey, I get it. But a woman knows you got it when you acknowledge it, first of all. And if it is something that holds real merit, she knows you got it when you acknowledge it, and then the actions change. Telling me you got something, I could go down a conversation I just had with the hubs today about his paint room. And I'm going to get it. Because myself, here I am, a woman. I want to go in there and clean up the room and all. Mm-hmm. Why would I clean up the room? This is your space. You are grown. You okay? And it looks crazy in there. And I'm like, when are you? I got it. I got a plan. I told you. You told me, but it's still like that. And it's been months.
Right.
Hello, that's not a nag. That is, bruh, what kind of environment do you want to live in?
Exactly.
So nagging, that whole concept, and a man calling a woman a nag, a real woman, that's a surefire way of starting an argument. So that's my gift to you. If you really want a woman to not feel offended and you got to argue for the rest of the night, please don't ever call her a nag. Please.
That part.
My freebie.
That's one thing that one of my friends from years ago asked me after we got married, like, what's the hardest thing about being married? And I had to tell him, like, my pride, putting my pride.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the word nag came in there, because it was, I used to being outside to 3-4 o'clock in the morning. And now I got this wife in the house. I got to come in at 11, 12 o'clock at the latest. And she's saying something, and I'm like, oh, here she go nagging. Here she go nagging. No, she cares for one, and I'm being disrespectful for two. My pride.
Bingo. Listen.
The uncle.
That's the freebie from Donnell. There you go. Clarity. Point 2.0.
Period.
I love it. Because there are adjustments we have to make when we go from that single to married. And that's from male or female. Yes, we understand. And
yes,
we can
it is.
For being the head, and respect goes both ways, right? But a good woman, because see, people have an issue with that submission, and women don't want to submit.
I was gonna say that.
Don't want to submit to some garbage. Okay.
Exactly.
Now, I'm not talking about I don't want to disrespect anybody. I'm not talking about loose booty women who's just out here for your bag. I'm not talking about her. She is not who I'm talking to. What'd you say?
I just got a whole vision when you said loose.
About everybody on here, all the replay viewers, you got an image in your head when I said we all know that woman. I'm not talking about her. That's not what this is for. I'm talking about decent, real women who are really in a position to win with her partner when she is exposed to him, when he finds her.
Exactly.
That woman. A real woman can respect and submit to a real man with a plan, who she can trust.
Exactly.
Whom she understands, not just, he not cheating. Yeah, that's a given. You shouldn't be in a relationship if you want to cheat.
Exactly.
But I'm not even talking about that. Yes, and a man that she can trust. This man is for me. He is not against me. He wants to build with me. That woman, the real woman, not the loose booty one that's perfect and got all the BBLs and the hair down to her ankle. I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about the real woman that is ready to be that thing that Paul and both Donnell have talked about, that traditional, respectful, Ruth kind of woman.
Yeah.
That woman, she has no issues submitting. Why? And again, it's not about the Bible, but we always talk about that. She don't submit. Yeah, but are you loving her like Christ loved the church? Can we get there? If we can get there and you got that woman, you're not going to have any issues. You're going to have everyday regular voting your life. Now, issues, but no real ones.
So I'm going to say this. I am by far not a traditional woman.
You said you're not?
And so I'm not completely a traditional woman. I'm like half and something else. Okay. Nevertheless,
and
something else. What I'm gonna say is this. I'm gonna say I do have a lot of traditional values, is what I'm gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
But this is what I am gonna say. I don't think I'm going to tell you my personal battle within marriage. And some women don't understand this.
Okay.
Learning submission. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That is a big thing. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. Some men, they like women to be a little spicy. right?
Yeah.
A little spice.
Mm-hmm.
But learning to submit was a thing for me. It was. But let's track back. That comes with accountability, like
Yes.
Paul was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And that accountability tells you, I need a little bit more healing, right?
Yes.
In
Yes.
order, in order to submit, right? Now
Mm-hmm.
that even the word submit used to bother me. I'm like,
Sub. Mm-hmm.
don't say that. Don't say that to me. However,
But I think
however, we gotta acknowledge, and I don't think enough married women acknowledge. And I'm not gonna say all of them. It does take you sometimes a little time to because in the dating phase, the man just sweeping you off your feet sometimes, right?
mm-hmm.
But in the married space, you do have to learn to a certain degree. Like now, 7 years in, I'm like, shorty, you should bow out. You don't. We're gonna talk about that later, right? Or let's just go along with the program right now, right? In front of everybody else, and then we'll talk about it later. But
So let me
it took
present
me a
something.
while to get into that traditional, I guess, mold, right? Of
Yeah,
submission.
I want to bring the men in, but I have to preface it with this. I have two things. One of my favorite songs, I might have recited this song before on here. Kenny Rogers, you got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. And it says, you never count your money while sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the evening's done. That song is one of my favorites, and it's a country song from The Gambler. You have to choose your battles, especially as a
That's
woman.
true.
You have to pick and
That's
choose.
true.
Some things I see with my husband, and I'm like, girl, don't even, just let it go. Some other things, it's like, okay, this is going to be a bigger problem. Let's
Yes.
talk about it. But also learning how to confront a thing without being confrontational, how to confront something without being argumentative. So when we talk about submission, I think part of the reason why many women have, when we first got married, I had been married before, then I was single again. And my daughter, I was a single mom for a long time. I told him, listen, I'm just going to let you know right now, I am in an adjustment phase. And so some things I will have to, you might have to check me on, like, hey, why am I here if you doing all the physical labor and all the manual stuff too, right?
Exactly.
And the emotional stuff. Why am I here? I literally gave him the blueprint. Like, you might have to check me on these things because I'm transforming here from I got everything. I'm this child's mother. I have to do it. Everything falls on me to wait a minute. You got a partner
I got
here.
somebody else. Yes.
I don't have to
for
put
sure.
together.
That's a part of it too. That's
But
a part of it too.
I was vocal and I let him know that. So it didn't surprise him. He wasn't sitting up judging me or starting to resent me because why she acting like the man and the woman, right? He already did, and I would check myself. Not only did I want him to check me, but I also made a decision to be accountable and check myself as much as I possibly could.
Yeah.
So when we talk about submission to the men, and I know you both probably have stories of being with women who would not listen to nothing. I know you. What is your take on submission? How important is it to you? And what does submitting mean? Because I think actually one of the issues we've had as women is men treating them like anything, and then you're supposed to shut up and take it. That's a submissive woman.
Part too. And I think that's where I had a problem. But what I had to also learn was that, because we put on this strong black woman, but sometimes it's so strength is laying down the armor too.
Oh, absolutely.
And guess what? I realized I don't want to figure it all out. I'm letting my man figure it out. Hallelujah. Go on, do your thing, partner. But go ahead. Sorry.
So men, I think we started with Paul last time. Donnell, when we talk about submission, can you give us some insight on what that means for you, especially in a marriage? And then Paul, you're not married yet. So how do you even discern or determine if a woman can submit when she's not married to you? Does she have to submit to you and y'all dating? Submitting to what? Donnell?
Okay. Barefoot and pregnant.
Oh, you know what? You got two eyes. I have two fists. Okay.
And when I say eat the cake, anime, eat the cake.
You know,
Oh no! Oh no! Now you gonna get us cancer.
Subscribe to DV over here. It was a really
Exactly.
poor joke. Even though that's one of my favorite movies. But go
It is.
I love that movie.
I don't want.
It was something else. I mean, Lawrence Fishburne was something else.
Yeah.
Baby.
Okay, seriously, he's a jokester, y'all. Donnell, seriously.
Pretty much, man. Everything you all just said. Be my peace. Come on, be my peace. We have 2 jobs in the household. I go out and work. She stays home and works. Handles everything at home, and she does do a little working online too. But she handles everything at home and with the kids. And the arguing and this, that, and the, know when to hold them. No, shut your mouth sometimes. I'm gonna shut mine at times. Shut yours at times. It's time and a place for everything. Some things are not worth the battle. Some things are not worth the fight. Yeah, and like I said, I'm the head of the house. Her word is more than valued in that. But I also give that word. So,
wait, repeat that last part. You were kind of could barely hear you.
I am the head of the house. Her word is valued in the household, but I get the final say, which doesn't mean that what I say is right. I might agree with what she says and say, yeah, let's do that. And that's it.
Right.
That's it. It's over and done with. If I'm wrong, we'll find out later.
That's true. Okay. Duly noted, Paul.
Before Paul go, what it sounds like, Uncle, is there's a level of submission for men as well, right?
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm not saying become the beta male.
Right.
But also, once again, like I said, it's the pride. That's the main thing with us. With most men, it's the pride.
Yeah.
Pride of being a man. And we take that word caring and turn it to nagging. And once we bow down, oh man, I just lost the fight. It's not a fight.
Exactly. This is your partner.
Exactly.
I think before Paul, I don't want to get long-winded, but I think if we looked at it, yes, we have the biblical perspectives and all that, and we're all believers here, whether we believe exactly the same or whatever, we're all believers. But I think when we have that fiber, the foundation of what we believe first and foremost, and then adding to that, not adding to the word, but adding to the relationship, that just as if you were going into business with a person, the level of trust you would need to be in partnership with that person. I'm on this podcast with Ashley. It's Hey Auntie and Ash. It's not just Hey Auntie, and it's not just Hey Ash. I have a level of trust towards Ash. I have a level of liking her. I like her personality. I'm drawn to her. This is a partnership. Why is it that we look at marriage as a different thing?
Oh,
why we do that? Now this person becomes your enemy. Now y'all fighting against. I think if we focus more on, hey, we're building something here, whether that's family and or bigger life and dreams and visions, and we have different goal sets, whatever we're doing, a household, we're building something. So starting with that foundation of, yes, God and all the other stuff, but also trust and love and respect. So Paul, as a woman, as you're looking for a woman, you're looking for a wife, you're looking for this partner, how does submission play into that? And how do you know if you found a woman who will submit?
Well, that's what I'm still looking for. So I'm not married, so I'm not bound or bonded to anyone as far as, I guess traditional covenant or commitment goes. But I do look for submission as just being cooperative. If submission goes both ways. So if I'm always getting friction from you, we can't have a discussion to make a decision, then yeah, it's probably not gonna work. It's probably not gonna work, and that's that quick trigger finger I have right there. That's gonna get cut off. So, like I said, even though I may come off as a person who has like strict standards, I really don't care about a whole lot of stuff. There's very little I care about in a relationship, but there are certain things I do care about. The things I do care about, I do care about. But, as far as a lot of stuff goes, I don't care. You ask me a question, yeah, you want to do this? Sure, let's do it. I don't care.
I love
But,
that.
So
Yes.
yeah,
I love
being
that,
able to,
but that
Yes.
with that requires a level of security within your manhood,
Exactly.
right? Would you agree with that, Paul?
yeah, yeah,
Like you have to be secure to say, man, I don't care, whatever you want to do. Because going back to what Donnell said, that whole definition of what a man is.
yeah.
I rule with my iron
Now,
fist. You just do whatever I say.
Exactly.
but now when, like I said, when I do care about it, you're
You
gonna
do.
have it's gonna be like
Mhm.
moving a mountain because I care about it. So
Yeah.
yeah,
But
No, that's fair.
that takes a woman that is caring and loving and actually cares about your feelings, right? In order to respect the things that you actually care about. Because
Absolutely.
there are certain things that when it comes to my husband, I'm like, oh no, I'm about, like, let me listen to that because that's really, going
It
to
really means
irritate him.
something. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's every person should have a non-negotiable. Otherwise, they don't have
Yes.
self-respect. You just cannot, you can't tell me, oh, I'm just open for anything. Well, then you don't respect yourself. Everybody should have a non-negotiable. So for the viewers out there, think about your non-negotiables. So
Yes.
we are approaching 55 minutes. Men, I want to leave you, and Ashley, you can change the question or add another one. My last
Okay.
question to the guys: what are the most important attributes
Ooh.
for the woman you desire and or the woman you currently have?
Oops. Oh, strong will. And
You want a strong-willed woman?
strong will, because she won't be broken. It's things that's come her way in life, and she hasn't been broken at all.
Mhm.
I sat back and watched this woman. Yeah, I know it caught you off guard with the strong will.
You know, I'm like, wait, was that Paul talking? Who's talking here?
So,
What's in that glass? Go ahead.
Granddad,
No, I'm sorry. Come on. Oh, that's
Oh.
it? You're done?
yeah,
That's
right.
it. That's
Oh,
it.
that's what is in that glass?
That's it.
And just the level of care that she deals with. I love that about her. And you've witnessed me call you complaining about things, and then I go back and think about it, and I'm like, she really cares. In fact, she shows so much towards me, feels me.
I can't wait. Did you hear that? Is it me that can't hear? Or is he choppy?
yeah.
No, I can hear him.
Okay.
Okay, Paul said he's choppy too. Okay, can you repeat the last part of that, Donnell?
The level of caring that she shows me, it strengthens me a lot. It builds me a lot. When I'm at my weakest moment, she builds me up with some of the things. Even if it pisses me off at the moment, later on I think about, right, I got to.
I love that.
Love it.
Okay. And Paul, your answer?
What was the question again?
The most important attributes for a woman you're looking for. What is it that better half or whatever you're calling her, your partner? What's the non-negotiable? She has to have these qualities.
She got to be.
Non-negotiable.
What? I'm surprised he say she got to be fine.
Well, she do have to be that too. She has to be that. She has to be fine. She has to. I don't believe in the popular church thing. God sends you what you need, not what you want. So that don't matter what she look like. That's a lie. That's a lie.
I know that's
a
right.
whole lie. Well, let's see. She has to. Okay, so I want a woman who's secure because I'm secure. Like I just said, I don't mind a bunch of stuff. I'd say this. I was talking to a girl off this dating app I'm on, and look at Ashley's face.
Uh-oh.
She
I'm
might be
scared.
watching. And so I discovered she didn't want to have kids, but she thought we were still dating. And after this was a couple of weeks ago. And so after that, I was like, okay, well, that stops that. Well, we can be friends. And she didn't know that we were not friends. She's like, well, I'm gonna have to put you in the friend zone. I'm like, we were already in the friend zone, I thought. What?
So
What
wait,
do you think this
wait.
was?
Wait,
So
wait,
wait, Paul,
wait. So Paul, children is a non-negotiable. You have to have
Non-negotiable.
children.
Children is
So
a
great.
non-negotiable. I do
Exactly.
want one to
Okay,
two
so
No,
wait,
kids.
so wait,
you gotta want to have kids.
wait, that's fine. That's fine. I got that. I got that from the story. Did you communicate once you found out you're talking and you're
Uh-oh.
going through the question and she's like, yeah, I want to have kids. Did you say, okay, that is a non-negotiable for me? That means we just gotta be friends, or did you just ghost her?
No, I did. See, I didn't ghost her. See, that's the thing. We did. This was 3 conversations ago. So
Uh-huh.
the next conversation after that, we were talking, and I was talking to her about another woman that I was dating. So that will let you know that. And I
Okay,
said,
Paul.
So wait, Paul. Hold on.
Now
So-
wait a minute.
Hold
Wait,
on.
hold on.
Let me
Wait
jump
one
on
doggone. No.
Oh,
Michael,
wait.
let me get in the game.
Hold on. Wait. And
Where
I
is
told
my
her.
stuff?
I told
Where
her.
is it?
Michael, let me get in the game.
Hold on. I told her.
Scotty is here.
I told her,
This
hey,
is
look,
my-
well, because she was talking to me about another guy that she dated in the previous.
Did you tell her
No.
that was a non-negotiable? And
Yes,
that
Did
y'all
I
you
was
did.
tell
friends?
when she said she
I
didn't want
did.
kids? Did you tell? No, not in action, but verbally, just
No,
like you
I
were
did.
speaking with her.
I did. I said, I want to have 1 to 2 kids. She said that she didn't. And so when the next conversation we had, I was like, since you don't want to have any kids, maybe I just call and talk to you like a friend. I tell, if we want to be friends and
You
we're both
said
still
this, or
single.
you inferred this?
I said it. I said
Okay,
that
okay,
to her.
Okay.
But somehow it
Boy,
still
I was
went
about
over
to.
her
It's about to
head.
get hot in here.
For real.
Hold up, bro.
No, but
We are not
okay.
clairvoyant over up in here in these
Okay,
parts.
so that's my next non-negotiable. You need to communicate because I don't read minds.
Exactly my
Like,
point.
some
Okay.
women, because some women think. Well, I hate. I know some women have these requirements, but I hate the statement. I shouldn't have to tell you to do this.
I hate that
You
too.
should just know. Well, for one,
That-
I'm not your
mm-mm.
child. You don't tell me to do anything.
Exactly.
So,
Weirdo.
that's a whole nother type of
Mhm.
argument right there. But I'm leading to this part right here about the security. So during that conversation, she was like, well, it's just she was saying, I'm a nice guy. Something about you, you're not my physical type. I usually go for taller skin, tall, skinny guy, dark skinned guys,
She
or something
said
like that.
this.
Yeah, she told me that because I'm not. I'm like 5'9" maybe, and I'm pretty. Well, I work out a lot, and so I'm not this skinny dreadhead dude that she goes for. But she also said that she likes her men a little dumb.
Oh,
So, she told me that she said you were different because you're intellectual, but because I like my men a little bit dumb. Because she likes to feel like she's
I
the
think it's the
intellectual
men a little bit
factor.
dumb.
She says she likes to feel like she's the intellectual factor in her relationships. So, which tells me you got insecurity
You got
issues
control issues
and you
too.
got control issues. Which leads me to my next point. If you got control issues, that's the quickest way out the door, right there.
Okay.
Right there. I go find you a child to talk to.
I know that's right.
I'm not your child. I'm not your daddy. I'm not here to tell you what to do. We're in this together. So those 3. And I know this is gonna seem superficial. You need to be at the gym. You need to exercise.
So y'all, let me tell you something. That man literally got on the phone with me and said, "Oh yeah, I'm not gonna talk to her no more. She don't go to the gym." He's very health conscious, and he would like somebody to be on the same page, and that's understandable. I get that.
No, I have this is a no judgment zone. This is a safe zone. I have a question, and if you opt out and don't want to answer that, that's fine. Can you tell me how old you are?
I am 42. Yep.
I'll be praying for you.
I don't understand how people don't exercise. I just don't.
Sometimes, do you mean the gym, or they have a treadmill at home? They get on the treadmill.
I mean, you be doing something.
Okay, I got
that.
Yeah.
Like,
I got that.
I
give you that.
I go to the gym for like 2.5 hours at a time, so I know the average person's not going to do that.
Yeah. No. But he did clarify, like, hey, we in our 40s. I would like for somebody who also loves to take care of themselves.
No, that makes sense. I get that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Woo, it was
Okay,
getting hot, boy.
I do
Listen,
got a question. I got a question.
next time I'm gonna have to bring some ice cubes or something
Yes.
because it's getting spicy and hot up in this
I got a
place.
question, and then I think we should like add a little bit of fun in there.
Okay,
So,
let's do it.
This is my question because we talked about what attributes a woman needs to have, right?
Yes.
My question is, what attributes do you have that either made you stand out, right, for
Mhm.
Uncle, or you feel like makes you stand out from other men?
Mm.
Like what attributes do you have that, and I don't want to say because it's not a competition, but
What makes you special?
exactly.
What makes you
Uh,
special, Paul and
Yeah.
Donnell?
I got a huge heart. That's number one. I got a huge heart.
He does.
I'm the type I cry watching the news now, so I'm that type of dude now.
He is. He looks totally different than how his heart is.
Yeah. I look tough.
He like he used to rap with Bun B and them.
And that's what
Listen. I don't want to say this because I have zero issues with this, but I think the toxic masculinity.
Oh yes, for sure.
He is the softer of the two of us.
Oh,
that sounds crazy, but
no,
a man should be able to be soft.
Yes, for sure.
But he's not weak.
Right, I will knock a nickel out. I knock a nickel out. Don't get it twisted now.
Period.
That's why I said he's not weak.
Period.
Maybe I shouldn't say soft. He's emotionally mature and emotionally aware.
Or vulnerable. It's okay with being vulnerable. Yeah.
I got a huge heart. And I work hard. I don't believe in doing nothing but work. I work very hard. My whole mindset is to provide. That's it. I raised that way. Provide. I saw my dad growing up, and when he got laid off from work, he took a garbage can and turned it into a barbecue grill.
Period.
Drove around his back of his truck. So there was no excuses for me. So I just grew up with that attribute that I can think of all the time.
Yeah,
okay,
I agree with that. Paul, you're up.
I don't know about what makes me special. I think everybody's human. I am even though Ashley doesn't think so, sometimes she thinks I'm hard. I'm a nice person. I'll put it this way: I'm a kind person. Now I'm a person that will speak up for others. I will defend you. You know, somebody's stepping wrong with my mother, my sister, my brother, my girl. You're gonna know that I don't appreciate it, and you need to back up. So I am a protector. I'm a very much a protector. As far as emotional goes, I'm probably not the. I probably won't cry watching the news, but. But that's not a shot fired, brother. That's not a shot fired, brother. I won't cry watching the news, but I do care about the well-being of others. I'm somebody who does care about the well-being of others. I will go out my way for you until you rub me the wrong way. So I got to work on that because there are people who I'm learning more and more. You shouldn't expect from others what you do in reciprocation all the time, I guess, because I don't want to be the person that's bitter. You know, I don't want to be the person that holds on bitterness. But see, I cook. I'm a good cook. I know most men. I'm a good cook.
You brought that back full circle, right now. Like, ladies, wait a minute. Let me remind you.
I'm a man you can have a good intellectual conversation with, and even though I am educated, I came from poverty. I came from those type of things. So I'm down to earth still. You know, I don't care. Like some men want a woman to have, all education match theirs. I don't care what you do. You know, as long as you're cool, as long as we can get along. So I'm a person that's kind of well-rounded when it comes to that. And I'm trying to think. I don't know. I'm somebody you have to get to know. Let's put it that way. Yeah, it might be a tough exterior on the outside, but inside I'm a very warm, loving person. Ashley don't agree with that, but Yeah, I am. I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy.
That's his face.
I'll listen to you, and I'm a good listener. I'm a good listener.
No, he is a good listener.
I'm a
He
very
really
good
is.
listener. I'm a very, very good listener.
He is.
So
Okay.
when you talk, I pay attention. So
Yeah.
What do you do with the information after you've paid attention?
I'm processing. I'm processing. To see how I can know. I'm naturally a person that wants to fix everything,
That's
but
what I was getting at.
I do realize that sometimes people, especially women, just want somebody to listen rather than
Yes.
try and fix it. So
Yes.
I've learned to kind of just like, okay, I'm not going to say nothing, but I can see a solution in this. But I'll let her ask me what my opinion is before I offer it. So, yeah.
Okay. That's why I asked that question. I think, men struggle with that, right? And it makes sense. It's in their DNA, kind of, right? So
Right.
it makes sense. What I have found, because Ashley, you were talking earlier and talking about how you had more male friends. I was the same way for a very long period. So often when I get involved in relationships, men were like, "You're so hard. You act more like a man than a woman, even though you're very feminine and all this other stuff. But why are you so rough around the edges?" And I really wasn't in my head. I had to learn to put down my guards and be more vulnerable. But also, I'm a fixer. So what I've learned,
Yes.
and Paul, you might be able to take this, maybe not, you don't need to. But what I've learned is I ask a person, because I am a great listener and all that stuff, but I'll ask, "Man, I'm so sorry you're going through this.
Yeah.
What do you need from me at this moment?"
Okay.
And that
Exactly.
has helped so much.
Yeah.
Because I used to be, "Well, you should do this. Why don't you try this?" And they're like, "Whoa." So yeah, that kind of worked for me. I don't know. Anywho,
So yeah, we need to have a little fun.
yes.
So here we go. We
What we
usually
doing?
play My Generation
Or
or
yours,
yours.
girl. Okay.
But so who want to start off first? The aunties and the uncles, or the nephews and the nieces?
I can't find him.
You can't? Okay. Go find you.
I was not prepared. Thank you so much, Niecy Poo. Nothing like these millennials.
You weren't?
Sorry. Huh?
You were not prepared?
We were just talking, but it's fine. We can go. But Ashley, since you started this, niece and nephew go first, and uncle and auntie come back with ours.
I got something.
Okay.
Chico sticks. My Generation or yours?
Mine, girl.
But y'all, low key, I like Chico sticks too.
Chico sticks are gross. They are gross.
I was Chico stick crazy growing up.
Y'all didn't like Chico sticks?
I loved it.
Yeah, I love
loved
Chico sticks.
No, I'm the only one, I guess. Chico sticks are disgusting.
They are not.
These old teeth can't take them no more.
Exactly. Go ahead.
Okay, brother, you got something, or you want me to go?
Lemon heads.
I was gonna say.
So
go ahead, niece and nephew.
What you go ahead, Paul? Lemon heads.
Rapico.
No.
Rapico.
So you got it.
You're supposed to guess the generation.
You're supposed to guess what generation when he say lemon heads.
I messed that up. Lemon heads. That was my generation.
Yeah.
You're 42?
Yeah,
yeah. That was my generation.
Yeah, we still a lemon heads. It's everybody's generation.
That's true.
Okay, go ahead, Paul.
No.
Tahitian treat.
Oh,
is that a drink?
That's our generation, baby.
Yeah,
like, what is that?
If you want all the sugar in the diabetes, get you a Tahitian treat.
What is it?
It's a soda.
It's a pop. It's
oh my goodness.
It would be banned in every country, but
Paul says soda like me. I do not say pop. I say soda.
I'm from the South. I grew up in the South. I'm from Florida.
So my people. Okay. I didn't grow up in the South, but I say soda.
I say soda, yeah.
Pop.
I say pop.
Okay. Let's see. Oh shoot. Oh, what is the butternut? And I'm not talking about butternut squash.
What is that?
Butternut. It got to be y'all generation.
Yeah, that's y'all.
About that.
Wait, I'm trying to look up candy bar. Donnell, you don't remember butternut candy bars?
It sounds familiar. I have to see it. I gotta see it.
I hated them, but
What
your
is
auntie.
butternut?
Wait, let me see. I'm trying to see if I can
Or is
find it.
it?
It's a butternut candy
Or is
bar.
it Buddy Nut?
No, butternut candy bar. Target something. I hope this is not okay. Let's see.
Butternut.
Butternut candy bar. Come on with the
Give me
come
that.
on.
Give me that.
Where's the photo?
How stupid.
Okay, you all can keep going. I'm going to show you a picture in a second. If I can find
Everything
it.
I keep pulling up is butternut squash.
I
Go
know.
ahead. Okay.
No,
Dukes
You got
of
there
Hazzard.
it is.
You
What
said
happened?
who?
The Dukes of Hazzard.
That is y'all generation.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even though they tried to do a remake.
Oh my
That
goodness.
was not doing it for me.
Not at all.
Here we go. Fat Albert.
Hey,
Hey, hey, hey. Our generation.
Yeah.
It's Fat Albert. Okay,
Go ahead,
wait.
Paul.
Punky Brewster.
oh,
Oh,
that's
Punky
our
Brewster.
generation.
That's kind of,
That's
yeah, it
that's
is ours.
late,
Was
late
that the
30s.
80s?
was
That
that the 80s?
That was
Yeah.
the 80s.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, can you all see the screen?
Yeah. I don't
Oh
even know
yeah, I
what that
never
is.
saw that.
And I had never seen that in my life.
Hey, just that.
What is
Yo,
What
that?
was you eating?
Donnell, your auntie Brenda used to love these. I was like 5, 6 years old having to go to the store to get a butternut and a Pepsi.
They
Lord,
sell it for
have mercy.
$99. What are they made of?
Exactly.
They look
That's
like it was
now.
1930. That was the
What
first
the
candy bar.
You stupid. He said that was the
Oh.
first candy bar.
I got one.
Okay.
I got one.
Okay. Wait, is it still food or are we on another category?
Oh, it could be anything. Oh, I was just because he said Dukes of Hazzard, so
Okay, come on. Yeah, that's right.
Walkmans.
Hey, that was me.
That was the 90s. That was both of us.
It
All
It
of us.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was.
Okay, so then to that, did we talk about this already? Boombox.
Oh yeah, we did.
Okay, we did boombox. Okay.
Oh, my question is this: if you did have a boombox back then, what was most likely playing on that boombox?
breakdancing music.
You was breakdancing?
Oh yeah, Jerry Curl.
Oh,
I'm,
wow.
I'm about to sing something for you. This is how old I've been my whole life. I look back on all those good times we once shared, and I must have been blind just to think I'd find someone new. Or y'all
Is
don't know
that
this?
Anita? That's
Yes.
Anita Baker.
When we met,
Oh my god.
Okay.
I always knew that would have been playing for me. Anita Baker. Oh. Or Pleasure Principle. Oh. Principle of Pleasure. Janet. Yeah.
Hey.
Probably
That would
Public
have been
Enemy.
playing. I was a square.
Oh, it would have been Public Enemy for
Public
you. Wow.
Enemy. Yeah. You know, I was real black back in the day.
Come
I
on.
like
Come on.
real
Spit
black.
something. Spit something. Public
Huh?
Enemy. Spit
You said
something
what?
from the Public Enema.
Fight the power.
I can't rap, so I can give you the chorus 911. It's a joke. So that's the chorus right there. That's the hook. I give you that.
Oh my
So
God.
y'all, this is the thing. When boomboxes was still out, y'all was kind of a baby. My mama was playing Anita Baker though.
Of course she was.
playing Anita Baker.
Mhm.
For
And
sure.
clean it up on Saturday.
Yes. And
Mhm.
and hold on, Anita Baker and Luther.
Of course, Lufa Vandross.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And if you really want to take it back a little, Helen Baylor too.
Oh my goodness. But I had a praying grandmother.
And grandmother. Hold on.
Absolutely.
I hit my head on it. Boom. Y'all.
The whole testimony, how we listened to the entire testimony before she even started
Yeah.
singing.
My mom had a record player.
Oh,
Yeah, record player.
who did
Yeah.
it?
Yep.
My
And she-
wait, do y'all remember the big furniture ones that it was brown wood, and you kind of went inside of it. You lift it up.
Yeah.
What was that called?
I don't remember.
Not a console. It wasn't a console. Yeah, that's how far back I go.
Y'all, let's go back. Plastic on couches.
Oh yes, yeah.
Plastic on your grandmother's bed mattress.
That's what I was about to say. That wasn't even our generation. That was our parents and grandparents' generation.
My great grandmother used to have like 4 box springs on her bed.
You thought she was gonna sneak out. You thought she was gonna sneak outside, baby. That plastic was gonna tell on you every time.
Wait, Paul, did you say 4 box springs on the bed?
She had about 4 box springs on her beds. I remember rolling over, spending the night at my great grandmother's house, and I stepped down thinking that the floor was there. And it wasn't there. It wasn't
I'm surprised you ain't break your neck.
It was not there. I don't know why.
Movie line. By any means necessary.
That's Malcolm.
Whose generation?
FBI.
That's everybody's.
It's kind of all of ours, but
That's everybody's.
That's one of my favorite movies, hands down.
Really?
Oh my girl, I watch Malcolm X at least once a year, sometimes twice every year.
Here we go. I got one for you, movie line. Singing does not put food on the table. Singing does not pay the bills. Singing is no guarantee to a future, even if you do have talent.
Oh goodness, I know that one. I know that.
Sparkle, the blood.
I don't know.
You will not.
Yes.
You will not.
I know this one.
What is it?
Just know that this movie has
with Jennifer Hudson.
No, it has an EGOT actress in it. She has an Emmy,
Viola,
a Golden Globe, an Oscar, and a Tony.
Viola is an EGOT.
No, it's not Viola.
And it's not. And it's not Jennifer Hudson.
It's my favorite movie of all time.
Lord, I know this movie.
Suspect 2.
There we go.
Oh, I would have never guessed that.
Y'all did. Wait, hold on.
My wife's favorite movie.
Y'all didn't watch Suspect 2?
That's one of my wife's favorite movies.
With Lauryn Hill?
I watched it.
I don't remember that.
I haven't seen it like that.
That's okay. It's okay.
Let's see.
Y'all ain't right.
Okay, I got one.
Okay.
She sells drugs, do hair, and babysit at the same house. The police don't know when to kick the door in.
Is that Friday?
No.
What is that?
It's next Friday.
I know that one.
See, I know it was one of the Friday ones. I said Friday, but it was next Friday.
Yeah,
okay.
next Friday.
And that's y'all generation.
It is. It is.
Okay, I got one. Do my wife's favorite movie. You smoke crack, don't you? You smoke crack, don't you?
Is it Steph? No,
it's not Steph.
That's
it's not how you learn.
No, that's Morgan Freeman's character as the principal. Lean
on me.
Lean on me.
I would have never guessed it.
Go on and jump then. You smoke crack, don't you?
Oh God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, y'all. Here we go. I don't want you.
That's Michael.
What's love got to do with it? What's love but a second-hand emotion?
All right now.
I know.
I got one.
Okay, go ahead.
Could you please instruct your client to remove his glasses? Oh, you ain't got to instruct me to do an MF thing. That name got my daddy blood on it. She can have everything.
You done messed up a perfectly good automobile. That's another lot to do with it. Come on. You know that's one of my faves. One of my faves.
Exactly. Oh, Jesus. Oh. I can't. Is she singing something?
Okay, sorry. I was muting you because I'm trying to remember this line from this movie and I can see it, but I can't remember. Y'all keep going. I'm about to text Donnell to see if he can tell
Oh
me.
man, Paul, you got a movie?
Ain't nobody coming
Oh,
to
no,
see you, Otis.
I got it. I'm sorry. I'm old. Listen, I'm 51, okay? My brain don't,
No, I'm laughing at him. He said, "Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis."
Ain't nobody coming to see you on here.
Ain't nobody coming to
No,
see you,
ain't
Otis.
nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Is that?
Temptations.
That's
it.
Temptations.
That's it.
That's the temptation.
Okay, here it is. Oh, this one, y'all not gonna get it. I'll do it. I'll do it.
Oh,
You know I'll do it. Because I'm a crackhead.
Chris,
Oh,
I was just telling my cousin about this movie today. I was just telling him that
What
exact line.
movie is
Let's
that?
do the right thing.
I do it.
Oh shoot, I ain't seen
You
that in a
do
long
it.
time,
Is
y'all.
that who?
Crackhead.
You close.
Is that do the right
Samuel
thing?
Jackson.
He was Gator. I know his name was Gator in the movie,
Yes.
but I can't
Yep.
remember the name of the movie.
Jungle Fever.
Jungle
I got
Fever.
Jungle
Okay.
Fever.
Yes.
You got Jungle Fever.
Gator,
We
what
got
happened to my
Jungle
TV,
Fever.
baby?
What'd you say?
Gator, what happened to my TV, baby? Mama, I smoked the TV.
He did.
Yes, he smoked the TV.
That was Samuel Jackson. Yes, that is fine.
Oh,
Oh, that was good.
I got one more.
Okay.
okay.
Say what? Say what again? Say what? One more time. I dare you. I double dare you. Say what again?
Is that?
That's some back in the day stuff, and I can't remember.
That's not Pinky from Next Friday. Is it?
No.
Is that's Pulp Fiction?
Yes, sir.
That's Samuel
Oh,
Jackson.
Can I confess I've never seen Pulp Fiction before?
Clutching
Oh,
my
man.
invisible pearls.
Yeah.
You missed
I
that.
haven't.
Yeah, you missed
Girl,
out.
you gotta see it.
I have.
You better
not
watch it
seen
before you go
Pulp
back to
Fiction.
work.
I do. Well, I got
Yeah.
a script to learn, so maybe not.
Okay. This one is it's a I'm not even gonna say that.
What?
Me, my sister never part my key.
Oh,
Color Purple.
By the way, if you
But
have not seen the new
excuse
one,
me. Which one?
The original.
that's the movie. Not
That's the
musical.
original. Yes,
Yeah.
Paul. Yes,
Yeah.
Paul is right.
By the
I
way,
was
if you have not seen Color Purple, you need to go.
You need to see it. I loved it, but I was
I-
so sad that they didn't have that part in this one.
Oh,
They
wow.
didn't
You
do
know what I
Lucky
was
Duck.
sad about?
What?
There was one part that I wanted to have you gonna let that little nappy head gal talk to you like that.
You gonna let that cat talk to you
That
like
little
that?
nappy
Go
head
on
gal
down
talk to
house.
you like that.
You sound just like him. You sure is ugly.
She got that nasty gal's disease.
You sound so much like him. You are a clown.
Y'all. But honestly, the I don't want to say the remake, but the
Reimagination.
new version, the reimagination, it is really good.
It's good. I loved it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is.
It wasn't overdone. And I don't like musicals. I told you that before. But this was really good. And it wasn't too much.
Okay.
I don't like musicals. I don't
sorry.
care.
I felt that
I
in
said
my
it.
chest.
I stand on this.
I don't like.
And guess what? And I stand
See,
on
Paul,
business.
thank you. I
It's a
told
waste
you.
of time. I can't
Found
deal with
my
it.
Standing on
people.
business. That
I'm standing on business right now.
Plays out of ball. I'm standing on business.
No, y'all can keep the musicals, but they didn't overdo it. It was really, really well
Yes,
done.
it was.
Not to mention the performers were great. So,
okay, my question is this: before we kind of wrap it up, who was your favorite? Who had your favorite performance?
oh well, okay. So I have to qualify this. Danielle Brooks first, number one. Knocked it out the park, ran after it, grabbed it before it hit the ground, and took it back to the park to knock it out again. Okay.
And said, hell no.
Hello. Hell no. But also, surprisingly, I didn't even know it was him. He totally disappeared. What am I going to say, Ashley?
Are you talking about the guy from the comedian?
From Blackish, Dion Cole.
I did not.
I was blown
He had
away.
his one little part and he killed it.
He
Y'all.
killed it. He was incredible.
Okay. I'm gonna tell y'all who surprises me every time I see him. David Allen Greer. From In Living Color to now, like his range is stupid. Okay?
Girl, he was the pastor from In Living Color in the purple color.
Yes.
The
purple. Like, and I gotta always practice it, but y'all gotta remember I got a theater degree. So the way I feel is gonna be totally different. Danielle is at the top of the list.
Absolutely.
She's at the top of the list. Of course, Taraji delivered like she always is gonna deliver.
So wait, please wait. Taraji was good.
She was.
But all the hype about her voice, now she sounds beautiful. I knew she could sing from, it's hot out here for a pimp. I knew she could sing. But the way she did Sister, I was like, no, I could have. That was not.
She's not a dynamic singer, right? No.
She was good,
just because you do theater doesn't always mean you're a dynamic singer either.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna also say Harpo.
Oh yeah.
He did his thing too.
He did.
But I'm gonna say this too. I felt like she actually allowed the process to push her and she was okay with being pushed. And I'm gonna give Fantasia that honorable mention because she definitely did the role justice. She did. Especially for her not being her, primary job is what I'm gonna say. But
Danielle was number one. I love the movie. I think it was amazing. I think people complaining about it, they're ridiculous that it was a musical when they said it was going to be a musical. That's really just where are the brain cells? But I think it was great. I think with that role, one other thing. I was so happy to see Whoopi. Remember Whoopi's cameo? I almost screamed.
God.
Yes.
In my head, I said a little line, but I don't want to give it away. But I was like, oh my God, it's so spiritual.
Yeah. But Fantasia's voice, I had a hard time kind of getting over the original. Whoopi's voice. Fantasia has that, I'm in pain, I'm in trauma, and it's that little voice that's like, this was Whoopi though. Like, and she was great. She did a great job, but I just had a challenge.
Got you.
In that area. But she was great.
Yes.
Have the men seen The Color Purple?
Have y'all seen The Color Purple?
No.
I didn't think you did, but I just thought I'd ask it.
Do y'all think y'all gonna see it? Do you think you're gonna go see it?
Probably not. If I was dating somebody, then she wanted to go, I'd go, but probably not.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Saying that. Okay, I just had this we are at 1:32. What do you all think about going to see American Fiction and then having a show to talk about it?
Oh my God, I want to see that movie.
I do too.
Would y'all go see American Fiction, y'all?
This is not like The Color Purple.
But what's American Fiction?
It's by John Wright. And
it's about this
the book. The book. Oh yeah, I want to see that. Okay.
So how about we need to put up a deadline of when to see American Fiction so we can all come back and talk about it. Because that would be very fun.
I was saying together, you're like separately. Okay. I don't
know.
We'll
how
work
I'm
it out.
Go see it with him and he and
You're not here?
He in the A.
I didn't know that. I thought Paul was here. Okay, so that's crazy. So we'll have to do it we'll have to do that. Okay, didn't know that. Ash, hello, you didn't tell me. Blame it on you.
I did say that.
When? Okay, we have to end this podcast. Sorry, man. They're like, here are the women. Sorry. First and foremost, thank you all. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
New calendar year. You all celebrate. Yes. Thank you all for watching. Paul and Donnell, this will not be the last time we see you. Hopefully, please don't go running and hiding from us. We loved having you here. Maybe for the next conversation, you guys can lead it.
Oh, spicy.
Yeah, okay. You can bring the topics. You can lead and pull us in when you want us in there.
You will Canceled.
Now, what am I drinking? What is Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but this is fun. This has been fun. It was a
Aw.
fun time.
Nice.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed.
Yes.
Donnell, I already know you, but
Yeah. All right, Auntie, sis.
don't start,
But
okay?
the next time we come in, we got to talk about how we are rekindled and like came back. And well, I don't want to say rekindled. How we met
sure.
each other. For me and Paul, it was kind of a rekindling, just a tinge. So
Okay.
Okay.
yeah.
I'm with that.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so
Cool.
let's talk offline. I'm going to end this stream. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to
Thank
follow
you.
us at Out
Yes.
of My Shell, The Voice, and Ash Janelle.
Yes, and don't forget to follow us on YouTube as well, y'all. We need y'all
YouTube
to come
at
on
Hey
over to
Auntie and
YouTube.
Ash. Please
Yes.
do. Please like the page. Share this video out. It's
Yes.
a lot of fun over here.
It
And
is.
send us your topics that you'd like to hear us cover.
That's right.
They can be deep and serious or fun and light. We
Mhm.
welcome it all.
Yeah.
So thank you all. We will see you guys in the 24. In the 24.
Bye.
Thanks,
All right.
Donnell. Thanks, Paul. I'm going to
Thank
end the stream,
you.
but we'll still be on in the back end. So you guys hang around for a while. Have a great night, everyone.